Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to start a new chapter, business environment. In previous videos, we have completed nature and significance of management and principles of management. That is first chapter and second chapter. If you want to watch those videos, the link is in the description. Please watch those chapters also. And if you like the video, please subscribe and share. Let us start the third chapter, business environment. So what do you mean by business environment? Let us say this is a business. So whatever there in surrounding of a business, that is business environment. So let us take an example to better understand, right? Let us take the example of some hotel. Hotel is also business, right? For a hotel, what is the business environment for the hotel business, right? Let us see. The first thing, it may be competitors, right? It may be consumer, right? And it may be government, or it may be politicians, right? Like this, n number of business environment or forces are there for a business. Let us see the meaning. So means the sum total of all individuals, that means us, it may be customers or it may be competitors, right? There are many individuals and institutions, correct? And other forces, any force it can be, right, that are outside the control of business. So a business doesn't have control on the competitors. He cannot say that you shouldn't do this business or do this task, right? Consumers, right, he doesn't have any control. He can change his taste anytime, right? And political, he doesn't have control. Government, he doesn't have control, right? On these forces, he doesn't have any control over, right? So that is business environment. Then, but that may affect its performance. Obviously, if competitor increasing or whatever he is doing by his activity, by competitor's activity, our business will affect. Obviously, yes. If consumer don't want our product, or consumer will change the product, obviously consumer will change the product, correct? If it doesn't like our product or his tastes are changing, then the business of us will get affected, right? Then politician, if BJP comes, some rules will be there. If Congress comes, then some other rules will be there. So their own rules is correct. That also can affect the business, right? Then government, the same. Political also, governments, both are same, right? So it can affect the business, obviously. And next, in the next line, maybe economic, maybe the business environments, maybe economics. That means it may be demonetization, GST, whatever that happened, or inflations. These things are comes under economic. Social, that means us. Political, that is BJP and Congress. You can take the example. Technology, obviously, if technologies are changing, then the impact will be on, a big impact will be there on the business. And other forces, you can consider any forces outside the organization, right, which operate outside the business, same thing. Also individuals, consumers, competitors, government, consumer group, courts, media, other institutions, anything outside the business, it will be business environment, right? Let us see the features of business environment. So the first feature of business environment is totality of external forces. Like I said, it may be economic, it may be social, it may be political, government, competitor, consumer, anybody, anything. It is the business environment. Whatever the outside of the business, right, that will be business environment. The second one, specific and general forces. There are two forces in environment. One is specific, which affects directly to the firm, particular firm or business. General, the second one is general, it affects whole business, right? That is general. Let us see what it is. Specific forces, it may be investor, consumer, competitor, supplier. These forces will affect the business directly. Like investor, if he doesn't invest, business will not grow, direct impact. Consumer, if it doesn't buy the product, direct impact, right? So competitor, we need to keep an eye on the competitor also, because if he uses new technology or new strategies, that may affect our business, right? Suppliers, if supplier doesn't supply the raw materials, whatever the required materials are there, that will impact our business. Is that right? Is it direct impact to the business? Obviously yes, that's why we call it as specific forces. So second one, general forces. In general, each and every business will get affected by this force. Let us see. Social, us, right? Political, if BJP comes, there will be another rules, they will have their own rules regarding the business, correct? So if party changes, they will have their own, correct? Next, legal means if the law is charging, as per the income tax act, they are charging almost 30% tax rate. But if they want to charge higher or lesser, that will be an impact for whole business, correct? Right? Technology, if technology comes in, there will be a huge impact on the business. Let's say Geo. So right, Geo came, entire SIM market or network market gone in loss, correct? That is creating a big impact on the whole business, correct? For consumers it is benefit, but for the network holders that is a big loss, right? Impact on all business enterprises may affect individual firm. It can affect individual firm also, obviously it will affect. So dynamic nature, what do you mean by dynamic? Dynamic means keep on changing as per the situation, that is dynamic. So business environment will keep on changing, obviously it will keep on changing based on tech improvement. If new technologies are arriving, then the business environment will change. The consumer wanting, whatever the consumer needs are there, day by day it is increasing. So the business environment is dynamic in nature. So second one, shifts in consumer preference. If the consumer needs, let's say he is having Coke today, tomorrow he may want Mazda or anything else, Pepsi, you may take the Mountain Dew, whatever, he will change, right? That is shift in consumer preference. Entry of new competitors in the market, like Jio. He came into the market and destroyed entire market or entire network in the business, right? In the environment. That is dynamic in nature. It can change day by day. So complexity. Complexity means it is tough to understand the business environment firstly, because it is a large, non-endable. That's why it is complex to understand, easier to understand in parts. Means if there is any change in one particular force, if there is change in technology, so we can understand and quickly react to that, right? That will be difficult to grasp in its totality, which means in political also it's changing, legal also it's changing, and in consumer preference also it is changing, and laws also changing, politician, technologies also change. In combined, in everything we cannot understand what is happening. That is complexity, the complexity of business environment, right? Next, interrelatedness. Interrelatedness means, let us see an example here. Cause of health awareness. Because of the human awareness, there are some products which are making profit. Which are those? Maybe soft drinks, it may be fat free cooking oil, and health resorts. Because of this health awareness, they are making huge profit, right? This is the features of business environment.